Back with you on MCW. Michael St. John joined at ringside by the current Southern heavyweight champion, former North American champion, Terry Golden.
Former champ. What are you talking about, St. John's? Terry Golden is still both champions, son. Last week on this very program, you saw exactly how I got screwed by the company and the promotion and the fans and everybody else. See, every time I pull a weapon out or something like that, everybody wants to moan and cry about it, but I got smacked in the head by a hubcap, and then somebody got the 1, 2, 3 on me, and his name was Wolfie D, and that's the biggest conspiracy I've seen in my life.
Well, nevertheless, the fact of the matter is the belt is around the waist of Wolfie D. Perhaps you were on the wrong side of the hubcap. I will grant you that. But quite frankly, Flash Flanagan had no business being around that ring. Neither did Derek King. And unfortunately, perhaps some of your tactics may have come back to haunt you and backfire on you.
Well, maybe so. But, you know, I'm not going to sit out here and moan and cry about spilt milk. Let's just take care of what's in hand, and that's the match in the ring.
All right, right now, tag team action. The team of Stephen Dunn and Reno Riggins against Bobby Brawnz and newcomer Tommy Gage. And Tommy Gage in the match right now with Stephen Dunn. Dunn going to make his tag to Riggins. I have been informed by MCW's promotion that, oh, look at that double drop kick, and Gage is down. Almost took his head off. The team of Reno Riggins and Stephen Dunn are now to be referred to as the Tennessee Volunteers. I think that's heresy.
I don't know about that, but that's exactly right. Looks like to me Riggins and Mr. Dunn there's got a new attitude. It looks like Mr. Gage is just a notch out of class. Looks like he woke up this morning, forgot to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and he looks a little short of the Wheatie box, if you want my opinion.
Well, Dunn and Riggins are going to have their hands full, maybe not as much in this match as they will at the fabulous February reunion on February 7th. The Rock and Roll Express are going to be in town. Yes, Ricky and Robert Gibson, Ricky Morton are going to take on none other than the team of the Tennessee Volunteers, Reno Riggins and Stephen Dunn. Let's hear your comments about that, Mr.
Looks, doesn't it? That's the way it looks, Mr. St. John. But you know what? In this business, one thing that goes with you is momentum. And right now, Mr. Dunn and Mr. Riggins is on a high note in their career. In rock and roll, for about the last 20 years, they've been on their way out. So if I had to throw my card in the hat, I believe I'd have to put my vote in there for Mr. Riggins and Mr. Dunn, because the new attitude, they're fresh volunteers, baby. They'll take on anybody that wants some. And rock and roll, I think they ought to just come on down to Nashville, Tennessee, and we'll just see what they can do now.
That coming up, the fabulous February reunions, February 7th, just around the corner. Get your tickets. Also on that card, the Headbangers will be in town. They'll team with the Colorado Kid against Billy Joe Travis, the one, the only Flash Flanagan, and you, Mr. Terry Golden.
That's exactly right. Headbangers from the World Wrestling Federation. No mystery to me, son. I've known the Headbangers for a long time. And the other partner in there would be a Colorado Kid, no stranger to me also. We done sat in the back, myself, Flash, and who was my partner? Billy Joe. Well, we sat in the back and we done talked about it, and I'm going to let Billy Joe and I'm going to let Flash take care of the Headbangers. And Colorado Kid, I got a little something in store for you.
Look at this. Tag made to Reno Riggins, and the young man, Tommy Gage, getting an introduction to the world of MCW with fire and brimstone at the hands of Stephen Dunn and Reno Riggins. Tag is made. Here comes Dunn. And there's exactly a swift kick to the midsection.
Looks like to me Mr. Gage is just a little out of his league, son. Looks like he needs to slide over there. I have seen this Brawnz kid before in the past, and give the devil his due. Good-looking young kid, good athlete, just needs a couple good shots here and there, and maybe he'll get his attitude right and get a couple wins under his belt. But Mr. Gage here needs to slide through, get him a tag if he wants any chance in this match at all.
Fabulous February reunion coming up February 7th at the one and only Fairgrounds Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. We've been talking about that, but let's talk about tonight, if you would, quickly here at the Lebanon Airport Armory tonight. A big card of action as Steve Dunn goes for the count of two, or gets rather the count of two on Gage as he went for the pin. Tonight, Wolfie D will be in action against Flash Flanagan, that main event tonight at the Lebanon Armory.
Yeah, it isn't. See what I was telling you about conspiracy. A couple weeks back, however long it was, Wolfie D wins a battle royal, gets a shot at my North American belt. Last week I give him a return match, and now this week he puts the belt up against Flash. Where's my return match? I'm not even booked on the card, but you know what? Tell Wolfie D you might want to watch out, because I might be hiding under the bleachers in the sink somewhere hiding out, and I might just show up tonight in Lebanon.
Double team now on Gage, and look at that, across the outstretched knees of Riggins and Dunn, and down goes Tommy Gage. Mr. Golden, I have to inform you, and I think you already know this per se, that Wolfie D has 30 days to give you a return match for that North American title, but in the meantime, you still got the Southern title, but I don't see you putting that up against anybody.
Well, hey, I'll put the Southern belt up against anybody. And you know what? I got a few cards in my hand on this North American belt. There are going to be a few secrets coming out upon that here in the near future.
Look at that move by Tommy Gage. Where did that come from? Wrong corner.
Tagged the wrong man. Looks like he had a little stuffing beat out of him, didn't it?
Here comes Bobby Brawnz, and Brawnz ready to unload on some folks, namely Riggins and Dunn. Here's Brawnz, all four men in the ring right now. Gage sent to the floor by Stephen Dunn. And now a double team on Bobby Brawnz as Brawnz was working over Reno in the corner. Referee Gene Johnson trying to restore some order. Here into the ropes goes Brawnz, and a double clothesline, and down he goes.
It looked like a rough double clothesline there too, Bubba. Now, I said the Brawnz kid had potential, but when you're in there with two wisely veterans like this, I don't believe he's got a shot, and you know where, brother, because I think it's just about over.
A crucifix slam to the face, and down goes Brawnz. 1, 2, 3. Did he get him?
Exactly what I said. Another big win for the Volunteers, Reno Riggins and my boy Stephen Dunn.
The Tennessee Volunteers take the victory. We'll be back with more MCW Wrestling after this.
Well, what I would really love to see right now is for everybody to come a little closer to this screen so you can see not only the best, the toughest, and the most handsomest tag team you'll ever see in your life coming to Lebanon, Tennessee tonight. And Bert Prentice, I'm sending you a personal message right now, big boy. I do not want to see one fat lady sitting on that front row groveling over my body and over Steve's body. Now, second issue of business. Mr. Bert Prentice, you think you're pushing us around, you think you're going to push us into a match with the Rock and Roll Express. Well, let me tell you something. You're not pushing us nowhere. We relish the fact that we will be facing the 5-time NWA World Tag Champs. Hey, guys, Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson, I'm not going to sell you short. You have accomplished something that no other tag team up till now has ever accomplished. But then again, you've never faced Reno Riggins and Stephen Dunn, the Tennessee Volunteers. So, gentlemen, come down there to the Nashville Fairgrounds with your game face on, February the 7th. We're not taking this match lightly, boys. We want to add you to a notch in our belt. And matter of fact, we like to take that little gold around your waist and put it around ours where it rightfully deserves. What do you think about that, Mr. Steve? And by the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you wasn't there at the Nashville Fairgrounds last week, I would like to introduce the chairman of the Tennessee Volunteers. And if you was there Saturday night, you know exactly what I mean.
You know, everybody's been asking what the big change is in Stephen Dunn and Reno Riggins. Well, let me tell you what it is. It's called getting respect. Now, let me tell you something. Since we've been in Music City Wrestling, we've been kept down to the main events. We've been kept out of the title matches. Well, Tuesday night, January 27th, right there in Nashville, it's all going to change because we've got a shot at the Southern Heavyweight Tag Team titles. Now, Shane Eaton and Thrill Billy, you have bitten off way more than you can chew. I've seen the competition you boys have been facing. It's just a matter of time now. The time is ticking away. The clock is ticking right now because in just a few short hours away from Saturday night in Lebanon, shine those belts, get it all together, son, because Tuesday night, we're going to do something that nobody's seen before. Now, I left you laying last week, just like he said, the chairman and board is in town. Will you bring your Thrill Billy? You bring that big goof with you, because I'm telling you so right now, Tuesday in Nashville, we're taking two things. We're taking your titles, and we're taking your careers. Because you know why? Because when you're the best tag team in professional wrestling today, they don't just call you a great tag team. What do they call you, Reno?
The Tennessee Volunteers.
That's right, baby. Beat us if you can.
Wrestling returns to the Nashville Fairgrounds.